book handy. We're just going to roll those shoulders up, back and down a couple times, step out, make a bigger movement, start to get the whole body into it, round those shoulders, squeeze them together. You can stay in one place, you can rock side to side, get a little change of what stretches, or just stay center. And then bend those knees a little bit, hands on your thighs, exhale cat, inhale cow. Do that again for me, please. And then bring that up, squeeze, open, hands to your thighs, cow, cat, round it up, open up, squeeze it up, cow, cat, round it up, one more like that, squeeze it open, cow, cat, stay there, cow, lift up like that, open, roll it, cat, cow, lift it like that, open, roll it, cat. And last time, lift it up, open it up, and cow. Shoulders out of your ears, right foot up on your book, and we'll just step up. Or more. Good, come up, both feet, step down the other side, left foot up. Here we go. Two more. Good, up, both feet, and down. Come up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Whatever you want with your arms, whatever doesn't confuse you. These books are a lot smaller than, say, a Reebok step that you might be used to doing this on. So make sure that you hit that with the center of your foot so you're not draping off the edge. Don't want anyone to hurt themselves. Good, last time up and over, right foot back up, and we're going back to that tap up. Then we're gonna turn that into a knee lift. And we're gonna turn that into our hamstring curl with a squeeze between the shoulders. And then we turn that into extension. Good, back to the tap up, 4 times. Knee up for 4. Hamstring curl 4. And extension for 4. Now we're going to break that in half and do 2 taps, 2 knees, 2 curls, 2 extensions. One more time in 2s, tap it up. 2 knees, 2 curls, 2 extensions, and then just one of each. Tap, knee, curl, extend one more time, tap, knee, curl, and extend. And we're going to the other side. We start with that tap up. Turn that into a knee lift. Turn that into a hamstring curl. Turn that into an extension. Back to those taps for 4. Or knee lifts. 4 hamstring curls. 4 extensions. 2 of everything, 2 taps. Sorry, I went to sleep there for a second. 2 knees. 2 curls. 2 extensions. One more time, 2 taps. 2 knees. 2 curls. 2 extensions. 1 of each. Tap and knee and curl and extend, and 1 more time of each. Tap it up, knee, curl, extend. Woo, beautiful. Little step touch, just nice and easy, letting that heart rate come down just a wee bit. And then a little side to side, get that shoulder roll. Beautiful. Then we're going to stay over lunging with that left knee bent. We're going to put both hands there. We're going to roll through a cat. We're going to inhale through a cow. Roll through a cat. Inhale through a cow. Beautiful. Up and over we go. Bend that right knee a little. Lunge it, cat. And cow. And cat. And cow. Left arm up. Beautiful. You're going to do a set of push-ups with your toes on the book if you're okay with that. So that'll keep your feet close together, but your hands get to be far apart. Back of the neck is long, and your push-ups. Almost there. And tip it back. Walk those feet off the book. Walk it back. Bend your knees. Put your right hand in center. Open up that left arm. Get a beautiful stretch. Straighten that left leg. Drop it down. Left hand center. Right knee and right arm open. Back through center. Exhale, round it. Inhale, tailbone. Round it 1 more time. Inhale, cow. Neutral spine, bring it up. All right, here comes that leg work with the book. So we're going to start with that right foot up on the book. We're going to start with that small move where all I'm going to do is bend the right knee enough to tap the left heel and then lift. Tap and lift, tap and lift. So tiny little move here, but all the work stays on that right side. Two more. Beautiful. We're going to slide those left toes in front, bend that right knee, reach and come back. Reach and come back. Arm movement if you want. And again, this all happens because of the bend in that right knee. And that right quad and glute, maybe, hopefully already feeling something. 2 more. Beautiful. Then we're going to come up. We're going to lunge out to the side and come up. And as always, we're not putting any weight on that left leg. It's just that right knee that's bending. And you reach, kick that hip back. Notice if it wants to sway to the side. Do your best to keep it going straight back rather than off to the side. Again, arms can be here. Do arm work again. Almost there. Woo, my right side is feeling these. Beautiful. Now the fun one. think the male's coming. Bend that right knee, stretch back with that left leg, try and get that left leg as straight as possible and stand up. Reach and stand. Option to lift an arm up, opposite arm. More challenge both arms. And you're really trying to stretch them up over your head. Bend that right knee a lot. I know you tip forward a little bit, but don't make it about tipping, make it about bending, even if the range of motion gets smaller. Two more. And step it off. Woo, bring that right leg across. It should need this. Up and over, we spin our arms, shoot that right hip over to the right, stretch that right arm overhead, bend your knees, come down, support yourself, roll through a cat, inhale through a cow. Extend that tailbone behind you, feel that stretch increase. Keep your left hand on your thigh for support, lift your right arm up. Reach, 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 lift, and that should have given you a beautiful big stretch at the end. And now we get to do the other side. So left foot is up on your book. Right foot is hanging in space. I bend the left knee to tap the right heel. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. I just found out it's humid today. Here it is. Last one. Beautiful. And we bend that knee and let the right toes come in front and up, in front and up. Hands to your heart or arm movement. Beautiful. And then it's to the side. And again, we're trying to avoid the hip scooting out behind it or beside us. We're trying to press it straight back. And again, hands can be here or arm movement if you want. Few more. Beautiful. All right, here comes that big one. Woo. So here we go. We reach back with that right leg and stand up. Reach and stand, hands to heart. Extra love by extending the same arm. Opposite arm isn't quite as bad. I don't know. Maybe both. Totally up to y'all. Almost there. And bring it off. Woo. Left over right. Arms spin over to that right side. Reach. Bend the knees. Hands to your thighs. Roll through a cat. Inhale through a cow. Really sit that tailbone out. Extend those legs straight if that's okay with you. Shoot that hip out. Right hand supports, left arm up, lift, lift, lift. Woo. All right. When we have these books, we get to work our calves. So you probably need your chair. I'm going to just use the mantelpiece because it's right here. So let's step up on the book with your right foot. The heel is not on the book, but the arch and the ball of the foot and the toes are. And then lift yourself up. And then that right leg is going to hang in space, hopefully in front of you if that's okay. And then drop the heel below the book and come to book level. Below and level. Below level. Below level. One more time, below level. Now come above the book and to the book. Above and to, above and to. One more time, above and to. And then we drop below the book, through book level, all the way up. all the way down through the middle and up. Down, 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 up, keep it going. Hopefully you're starting to feel these, I am. And hold at the very top. And then put your right foot on the, or left foot on the ground, slide the right foot back a little so you can drop the heel down for a stretch. Make sure you didn't sit your booty out, keep it tucked under for the bigger stretch, and then bend that right knee a little bit for a deeper stretch. Then let's go ahead and walk the toes out, drop the heel in. Notice if that hip wants to rotate, push it center, and then bend the knee a little bit. Then we're going to turn pigeon-toed, drop that heel. That should feel really good. And bend the knee. All right. Left leg. So again, the majority of the foot is on the book, but the heel and part of the arch are hanging off. Right leg is in space. Drop the heel below the book, come to center. Below and center, below, center, below, center. One more below, center. Then come above the book to the level. Up, level, up, level, up, level. One more up, level, and then drop down through center all the way up. All the way down, all the way up, and all the way down, and all the way up. Beautiful. Right foot comes down to the ground, slide that left foot back a little bit, drop the heel down. In that knee, ooh, that feels so good. Then the toes turn out and the heel turns in. And again, if your hips rotated, send them center and bend that knee. And then we're going to go toe in, heel out, drop it, in the knee. Woo, all right. Shake that all out. Actually, you won't need your chair for this one. Let's go ahead and grab the book. Palms hold the book. Walk into a wide stance, plie. Sit down in your plie, and then straighten up. Sit down and straighten up. Keep in mind, you want that tailbone gliding down the wall. You're not really sitting it backwards. Adding on, sit down, serve your platter, come back. Now you can keep this going, or if you want, you could lift your heels and keep them lifted the whole time, or you can put them back down on the ground and then lift them up as you come up. So lots of options here. So sort of circular movements. Two more. Good. You're going to stay down on this one. See how deeply you can sit. See how far you can open those knees. Make sure they're not caving in. So look that they're going out over your smaller toes, not your big toe. And then serve your platter. Straighten your arms. Bend your elbows 1/4 of an inch. Straight, 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 straight. Sit deeper, deeper, deeper. Come up, up, up. Sit deeper, deeper, deeper. Come up, up, up. Deep, 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 up, 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 deep, 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 up, 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 deep, deep, stay, arms straight, get them straight, don't let me see any saggy elbows. What did you want? Relax for a second, take that left arm, open it behind you, and then flex through the palm, and keep your left side facing forward, but the palm facing back. So turn your shoulder to face me. Good, drop that down, right arm up and over, twist into it, flex, and then turn back to see me, but keep your arm behind you. That should be a nice little stretch for those biceps that we just worked. Okay, you can actually leave your book in the chair and do that set of close-up push-ups. You can put your hands on the outside of the book. I think that's a little bit too narrow for me. So however you want to do it, you're going to find yourself in a strong plank position. Make sure your hips aren't sagging. Make sure your booty's not back, right? So tuck it all in. You're up on your tippy toes, elbows bend backwards, and press straight. Beautiful. Wide stance. Put your right elbow in the chair. Let that left arm hang loosey-goosey. Open again. Bend the left leg. Open the right arm. Bring it up overhead. Swoop and relax. And then that right arm goes in the chair. Right knee bends. Left arm hangs in space. Let it swoop around. Lift it up. Around and around. Beautiful. And then we're going to come up. You may want to spin that chair around. As always, it depends on the thickness of your book and the slipperiness of your tights as to whether this next one will work. If it doesn't, don't even worry about it. Otherwise, take that book and try and hold it behind your right hamstring. Slide forward, try and get a flat back, and lift that leg up so that your thigh is even with the ground. Bend that left knee, flex through the right heel, push up, push up. Abs in, spine as long as you can get it. And then hold it up here, squeeze the book a little tighter, a little tighter, a little tighter, a little tighter, 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 unless you're gonna lose it. Tighter, tighter, 2 more times tighter, and then you're gonna press up and squeeze, press up and squeeze, press up and squeeze, press up and squeeze, press and squeeze, 2 more, and relax. Bring that right leg out in front of you on an angle, bend that left knee, ooh, send your tailbone back, hamstring stretch, then roll those toes up, roll them out, bring them down, come forward and up, and then sit back again. Bring those toes up, turn them in a little bit, and come forward. And let's just go ahead and get that one done on the left side. You guys can stay where you are. So book comes behind that left side. You're trying to really hold it in place. Again, if it doesn't work, don't worry about it. You can do this without. In that right knee, try and find a long, flat spine. Sorry, babes. Okay. Right knee bends, left leg, hold that book and presses up and up and up. Good. Hold it here, squeeze it in, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Good. And then press up and squeeze in, press up and squeeze in, up and in, up and in, up and in. 2 more times, up and in, up and in. Woo, left leg steps out, right knee bends, send that tailbone back, roll those toes up, roll them down, move them out. So toe in, toe out, heel in. And then roll the toes up, bring them down, walk forward, toes come in, a little bit pigeon-toed, drop it down, come forward and up. Woo, shake that out. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's try this from seated position. So you're going to sit down. Sit a little bit forward in your chair, right? So you've got good posture. Take that book and put it over the front of the right shin, and then lift that foot up and just hold it. I'm just going to use some fingers to hold it in place. Notice if you rolled back into that chair, do your best to sit tall. Bend the knee the tiniest bit and straighten. Bend and straighten. Should be working those quads. Last 2 and 1. slide it off. Let that right hip drop off in space. Drop that knee behind you. Arm comes up. You can lean back in your chair, up and over to the other side, lifting and arching, and then tuck the hips under as you come up. And then we'll center it. Again, sitting toward the front of your chair. And we're going to put that book in front of that left shin. We're going to lift it up, and again, hopefully just hold it in place, bend and straighten, straighten. Sitting as tall as you can. And relax. That's it, seemed a lot easier. Scoot off, let that hip drop in space, knee drops back, arm up, lean it back, open it up. Down and around, tuck those hips, and we'll come to a standing position just for a moment. You can go ahead and put your chair out of the way. Your book is coming with you as you come down to the ground, please. All right, so we're just going to do a quick little tricep set here. So both hands are on the book, just for starters. This is just a warm-up. Arms are going to come up so they're parallel with your ears. Notice if your ribs popped up. Let's use some abs. Bend your arms, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. So as I said, just a little warm-up here. We'll intensify it in just a second. Back of the neck stays long. It's a small movement. It's just straightening, 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 straightening. Two more, straight and straight. Leave that book on your left hand. Take your right hand across your rib cage. Make sure those ribs stay down, not popped up. Left arm goes overhead, and we'll do straight arm movement to start with to work those abs and that chest a little bit. Keep your head in neutral. Then we go back to adding the tricep. So up overhead, bend, straighten, and then come up. Arm by your ear, bend, straighten, and above you. Up and over, bend, straighten, and up. Up and over, bend, straighten, and up. Keep that going. Two more like this. And last time, arm overhead, leave it there, bend and straight, 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 straight. And relax. Woo, take that left arm, tap your left shoulder, press the elbow open. And then bring it across over to your right shoulder and just press it down toward the ground. Shake all that out. Book goes in your right hand. Arm goes overhead. Feel that stretch. Left hand on your rib cage. And we just come straight up and over to start with. Then we add that tricep, bend, straighten, arm above you. Up and over, bend, straighten, and above. Up and over, bend, straighten, and up. Okay. Good, and last time, arm overhead, straighten, 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 little pulse. And relax. Take that right hand to your right shoulder, press it open. And then up and over, left side. Beautiful. Let's roll over onto our side, get that last little bit of outer hip work. So we're stacking up for our clam. Hand on the top of the book, waistline off the ground. Let it drop, lift it up, let it drop, lift it up. Keep your waistline lifted so you have a mouse house. Try and lift that leg as a unit, so you're not leading with the heel nor the knee, and then close. So we open and close. Good, heels together, pivot open. And then this time, we're just gonna lift the heels in the air, knees stay down, pivot open. And relax. Oh, hopefully that top hip could really feel that work. So give it some love, and then gently roll up and over to your other side, please. And again, you want to lie down with knees stacked, hips stacked, feet stacked. Book on that top leg, arm underneath you, waistline lifted, and we lift as a unit. Good, heels together, pivot open. And then knees down, heels in the air, and we pivot open. Waistline still up. And relax. Give that hip a little love. And then we're going to slide that book to the bottom of the mat. We're going to go into our forward plank. So toes up on that book, unless you typically do your plank on the fronts of your thighs, and then you'll slide it up where your thighs are going to be. Otherwise, come on over. And let's find ourselves in just a little sort of a baby sphinx pose here. Shoulders over your elbows, shoulders out of your ears, so not way up here, and then pull the collarbone back, pull the belly button and the ribs back, and come into that pre-plank, and you are welcome to stay there. Or if you want, you're going to go ahead, tuck those toes under, and lift into your plank. A little more. Take a break if you need to. And relax. Ooh. Press back, resting position. If you want to, you can use that book to create a little space between your hip and heels. Hands down by your sides, preferably. And then come on up. Let's glide through a cow and a cat. And then pivot over to face me. Let's go ahead and put that book at our feet again for our side plank, lifted side plank. So as always, protect the shoulder, push it back, lift up out of it, engage the lats, create space between your ear and shoulder. Keep pushing that shoulder back, and then put the bottom foot on your book. And then the top leg can either go in front where the space is, or on top, or maybe start with it in front and then choose, and then arm up if possible. Keep lifting that bottom hip. and gently come down. Right, let's do that on the other side. So again, book goes to the bottom of your mat. And we want to leave that elbow under the shoulder, push back, lift up out of it, engage. Lots of space here. Maybe top hand, top leg in front to start with. And then once you're there, see about stacking. And gently down. As you come down, let's just go to a seated position. Book in your hands, palms up, feet together. Exhale, start rolling down. Now, you have a couple options. You can stop here, lift the book a little higher for a little extra work, lower it to your knees, and come up. That's option one. So you roll back, lift the arm a little higher for more challenge, lower it, and then come up. Inhale at the top, exhale to go back, inhale, lift the book, exhale, lower the hands, come on up. Or you can see if you can roll all the way back, deep breath in at the bottom, exhale, roll back up again, a vertebra at a time, inhale at the top. If you're doing that one, you can certainly straighten your legs out if you want. So whichever one you're doing, roll downs or roll ups. I'd like you to give me 8, please. And when you finish that last one, if you're seated, go ahead and lie down. If you're lying down, stay down. And then put those knees in for a quick break. Let those hips rock side to side. All right, we're gonna try it again. Depends on how slippery your book or your leggings are. Stack the legs in tabletop and see if you can squeeze the book between your knees or your lower legs. Deep breath in, exhale, pull the ribs and the hips together, back of the neck is long. Inhale to prepare, exhale, staple the belly button to the spine. Inhale, toes move away from you for toe touches or heel flex. Just going as far as you can go and keep that spine on the ground, those abs pulled in, squeezing that book between your thighs. Almost there. And hug those knees in, put that book above your shins. Woo, to help compress that spine, not compress it, but push it down a little bit closer to the ground. And then we're going to do that one more time. We're going to put that book back between the knees. So we got a lot of weight there. Arms out into a T, and we're going to go side to side. Keep the toes lifted, so you don't want to drop your heels down near your booty, and keep that book between your legs. And we come to center. Woo, hopefully we felt those. All right. And then last thing we're going to do, believe it or not, is ab prep, just because we can use a little extra challenge here. So hands underneath the book, deep breath in, exhale to lift, inhale, stretch your arms overhead, feel that extra work. Exhale, come back down, inhale. Exhale, lift, inhale, stretch, reach. Exhale down, If your neck is bothering you, you can always use the book to support, right? But elbows stay wide. Or you can support, stretch, support, come down. So any variation is fine. You have 4 more. And when you finish that 4th one, then you're just going to lie down and bring that book behind your right knee, please. Use that book to help direct that knee in toward your chest. Take a couple circles, go the other way, and then hang that knee out a little bit to the right. Press down on the book. So I'm really pressing down to bring my knee really, really, really close. Maybe a deeper stretch than you're used to for that hamstring. And then get some movement through that ankle side to side, point flex, circles. And then we'll bring the book back to center a little bit, thigh and rib still connected, and we'll press so that we flex, so that the knee is still pressed down. Now the shin is perpendicular with the ground, foot is flexed. Again, some movement if you want. And then finally, straighten that leg out, straighten the left leg out, flex through the left heel, lift yourself up to your right leg as high as you can go, flex through the heel, and bring it with you as you come down. Slide that book to the outside of the right leg for a second. Give it a little hinge over to the left, just a gentle stretch of that hip. And then press that foot onto the outside of that left leg. Move your book over to the right. You'll use that in just a second. Flip that right knee open. Slide that left knee in, thread your needle. And now movement through that left ankle. Then crisscross all the way, knee over knee. And now is when you'll slide your right hand under that book to keep the right shoulder blade down as you drop your knees to the left. Come on back through center, uncross. Let's bring that book behind the left side. Bring it in, bring it over, and then this is where I'm really going to use muscles to press down. I'm really compressing on that hamstring, pushing that thigh into the rib cage, feels pretty good. And then movement through the ankle, please. And then we'll flip the book as we bring the leg slightly back through center, still pushing down, but now also pressing against the shin or the calf. Movement. Then straighten out the right leg, straighten out the left, slide up, point the toes, lift yourself nice and high, flex through the heel as you come down, bend the knee a little bit, look to the outside, feel that beautiful outer hip stretch. And then book over to the left ankle over right, lift it up, thread your needle, movement through the right ankle again. And bend that knee, left knee bends, slide your left hand into your book, and open to your right. This is Wyatt. This is Wyatt. Hey, Dave. They're gonna think you're crazy if you do that. Come on back through center, roll it up. He likes to chew on hair. He's usually not that aggressive. He chews. All right, back on your tabletop position. We're in a cow and cat, forward and back. Good. And then we'll just come on up, down dog position, tuck those toes, press your hips up in the air, pedal those feet out if that would feel good. And then wide stance. Hang over, nod yes, and shake no. Bend your knees a whole bunch. Hands on your thighs. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Big deep breath in. And a little curtsy. And a little curtsy.